Want to know the secret to attracting wealth? Because it's simple. You cannot think poor and expect to be wealthy, just like you can't plant beans and expect to harvest mangoes. When you align your thoughts, your habits, and your mindset, wealth naturally flows. So, in this video, I will be diving into 8 points on how you can start acting wealthy. Because, like I said, when you align your habits, your goals, your mindset, wealth naturally flows. So let's get into it. The first thing that you need to do is definitely get from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. And a scarcity mindset is where that you think that there's not enough in the world, there's not enough money, there's not enough opportunities. And on the other hand, an abundance mindset is able to see that there's enough in the world for all of us. There's enough resources, there's enough money. Even if I spend this money, it will still come back to me. I'll be able to make more money. So constantly work on your mindset because it's hard. Most of us have been raised from a scarcity mindset because we didn't have a lot growing up. So you've been taught to like be fearful, hold on to money, don't let it go. What if you don't find any more other money? But you need to consistently affirm to yourself that you deserve wealth, that there's enough wealth going around, and this will just help you start acting in a different way. I'm telling you, when you tap into the abundance, you just realize that it's true. There's a lot to go around, and you can get it if you align your thoughts, your minds, your habits to it. The other thing you need to do is know your worth and your value and charge accordingly. Because when you do this, you're able to value your skills, your education, your body, you're able to set healthy boundaries. When you do this, it changes how you interact with yourself and with your environment and with others. And consistently aligning your thoughts, emotions, and goals with wealth increases your confidence. The third thing that you need to do is be intentional with spending. Spend your money thoughtfully, not because you're afraid of missing out or you want to impress someone. I always say that wealth is what you don't see. Wealth is what is your money is working for you. You're not actually keeping it in a bank where you're going to spend it, spend it, spend it. Spend thoughtfully, spend mindfully. Does this thing align with your values? Do you actually really need it, or do you just want to have it for the sake of it? This is a very important part, and this is like the part that most of us need to understand, because without the right mindset towards money, even if you get a huge lump sum of money, you're still going to end up spending it badly and you might end up broke. So you need to teach yourself how to spend wisely. Spend on the things that align with your values, spend on the things that actually matter to you, and spend because it's you that want that thing, not because you're trying to impress someone. Okay, because I've seen people, they always think that when they have more money they will do better with money, but your habits only translate from a small amount to a big amount. That's how you'll be behaving. If you're splurging a small amount, you'll definitely be splurging big amount. If you're investing wisely the small amount, you'll definitely act the same with the small amount. With the big amount, the law of consistency, guys. Okay, the other thing that you need to do is you need to realize that words carry a frequency. I'm very glad that I knew this from a young age, that word of mouth has power. And so you need to start speaking empowering words. Don't say that I'm too broke, I'm too poor, I can't afford this. Start saying I'm prioritizing my money elsewhere. Probably I'll get that next time. But don't say that I can't afford that, or that's not for me, or it can never be me, because what you're doing is you're affirming to your mind that you can actually not afford this. But when you say you're prioritizing your money elsewhere, your mind is able to know that actually we can still afford it. It's just that I'm not buying it right now. Okay, when you do this, it shifts from a state of helplessness to a state of control. You are deciding where your money is going, which is showing control and empowerment as opposed to limitation. Okay? The other thing that you need to do is stop complaining about the lack of money. Instead, train yourself to see opportunities. Train yourself to speak about money in an optimistic, abundant way. Like I told you, there's honestly a lot of money in the world. And that's why you find that the rich keep getting richer, because they have already tapped into um that frequency of money. They already aligned their habits, their mindsets towards like getting money. But now when you always say there's no money, akutanga pesa, we're broke, there's no money, you're always like there's no money, you will never see money, you will never see opportunities, you will never see, even when you have money, you'll just be like, I know it's not gonna stay, so I don't need to be good with it. So like I said, words carry frequency, so stop complaining. Instead, train your mind to see opportunities. And when you do this, it just opens your mind to like ideas that you would never have ever thought of. The other thing that you need to do is release the fear of letting go of your money so that it can work for you. Money doesn't respond well to fear. Money likes to move around. Money doesn't like to be abused. If you're keeping it somewhere, it's not working. It feels like you're mistreating it. And money knows when it's being abused. So money is an energy, guys. So you need to train yourself how to let go of the fear, especially if you're trying to be an investor. There's some opportunities that you will need to invest for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. No one ever got rich by saving money in the bank or in a piggy bank or in a shoebox. You're hiding your money under a mattress. It doesn't make sense. You need to let go of the fear of what if the bank fails? What if the government defaults? What if you're not the first person investing? And probably you're not even investing a lot. So imagine the people who have invested millions already. If they were thinking like you, they could not be wealthy like they are right now. So guys, let go of the fear of letting go of your money. And this is something you have to train yourself, because even me, I feel safe when my money is in the bank and I can log in and see it, you know? I don't feel safe when like I know my Kenyan government has my money because of how the government behaves. But at the end of the day, I told you, you need to start thinking in an abundant mindset, not a scarcity mindset of, oh my God, what if they default? Oh my God. I'm not telling you to be a careless investor or anything. But when we play it too safe, it only leaves you stuck. You need to have the courage to be like, okay, let's risk it and see what happens. Let's do it for the plot, you know? So if you're the kind of person that approaches money with like a fearful mindset, you need to change this, because honestly, you cannot get rich by not taking risks. And by risk, I mean you can take calculated risks, which is fine, okay? The other thing that you need to do is give without fear. I think this whole thing about money mindset is just get rid of fear, get rid of scarcity, give without fear. There's a quote that says, givers receive more than takers. Train yourself to give. You don't even have to start with a lot. You don't even have to give out large sums of money. You can start with like giving to a charity that you care about, giving to causes that you care about. You can as easily give the waitress in a hotel a tip, and this reinforces to you that I'm not trying to hold on to money. Like, I'm giving to you because it's abundant and I'm going to receive it back anyway. I'm going to get it in another way anyway. So give without fear, and don't give with the mindset of I'm giving this because I know I will receive. Just give out of the goodness of your heart. And I know sometimes we are too broke to give, and that's the issue with brokenness, because it keeps you in a scarcity place because you don't have enough. So you're like, you're telling me to give and I don't have enough. But guys, it's the act that matters more than the amount. Even if you give like $1, $2, whatever, the act, it already shows the universe that you believe that money is abundant and you're gonna get it back. But don't do it with that mentality. Just do it out of the goodness of your heart, because it shows that you're tapping into the abundant mindset. You understand? The other thing that you need to do, the last thing, but it's most important, is constantly invest in your own development, in your own mind, in your own education, in your own knowledge. Read books, pay for courses, find a mentor, because what this shows is you're tapping into a wealth mindset already. You don't have to have the money. Let me tell you a story about mine. Like, for me, when I was in Kenya, I didn't have like a stable job. I didn't have money coming in. But I knew that at some point, things will have to align. So I went and set up all my accounts. I set up my money market fund. I set up my CDS account, I set up my account for stocks, for buying bonds, even though I didn't have the money. Those accounts stayed empty for quite a while before I started investing. But that is what I told you. Your habits need to align with what you want to become. Do you want to become an investor? What are you doing about it? Do you have a bank account? Do you have a money market fund account? Do you have any knowledge? Are you actually searching for knowledge to know if this is something you can do and how you can go about it? Or are you in the scarcity place where you're like, I don't have the money, so why should I open the bank account? Why should I open the account? Why should I seek knowledge about this? Guys, it's in the small habits. It's like you want to travel, but you've never started working on your passport. I mean, make it make sense. So, guys, please continue investing in yourself, invest in your health, invest in your wealth, invest in your mind, invest in your body. And all these things don't have to do with money. Like, your wellness can just be as simple as journaling, calling a loved one, a simple workout, a simple meal. Like, show yourself love, because that is you tapping in the abundant mindset. When you're tapping into the scarcity mindset, you don't care whatever happens. Am I clean? Do I look nice? You don't care. But when you're acting from an abundant mindset, you're like, I'm actually the star of my own world, so why not act the same? Okay, guys, I hope this is in your mind. So, with that said, keep in mind that true wealth starts internally. That's why I told you need to start working on your habits, your mindset, your soul. Are you happy? And it starts with how you think about money, like what things you value. Are you seeing opportunities? Are you the kind of person who actually works hard when you get an opportunity? When all this is in alignment, when your goals are in alignment, wealth will naturally flow. So start thinking, acting, and making decisions like someone who is already wealthy, and over time, your reality will catch up.